Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Schmidt Ocean Institute, Divestream 798. We are live with ROV Sebastian. We are currently starting our first official dive of the expedition. We are diving off East Montagu Island, which is a volcanic island that is part of the South Sandwich Islands. It's quite a remote island chain here.
It looks good.
Took us about 7 days of transit to get out here. And we'll be out here for a few weeks before we head back in. Joining us on this cruise is Ocean Census, and we're looking forward to many incredible dives on the islands here. We are starting the cruise off giving you a descent, and we'll be on bottom in about 100 more meters. So I'm gonna mute the chat or mute our volume until we get there, where we'll introduce our science party. Good morning.
So this, he's going to put this to where that is. We don't really need that, so we just need to go like there. All this.
Good morning. So we're just starting, well, we've done a rough test dive, but we're just going to start doing our first kind of proper science dive at one of our key sites at Montagu Island. We're starting about 620 metres. We're a mix of biologists and geologists, so we're going to be looking for biology and also keeping our eyes out for some beautiful geology. We intend to collect biology and rocks and photogrammetry, we hope. And it is very misty, lots of flocculent sedimentation on the base and a ton of krill. Here we go. Ooh, another crinoid. So we need to, I need to start looking further into the distance for braking purposes, don't I? Yeah, thank you. Because with all this flocculent material, if we do a handbrake, it'll be bad. Oh, I think that is one of those unusual worms. Flat-headed worm. You have to say it out loud.
You see another sponge.
Mm-hmm. If we could pause here, because there's a sponge, a very much wanted sponge. You see the little disappearing into the hole? There's some hidden brittle stars. But there's a sponge top left. And we have Rachel Downey on board, who's a sponge expert, and she would like if we could collect it, please. That white one in the centre that was just coming up. And what is that behind it? Is that an octopus? Like a flat one? It is, isn't it? Wow, what a way to wake up. big rough light. No. Why? Why would I be able to hear people better with the headphones on? Wow, we have an absolutely empty basket at the moment, so okay, into bio box 4A, so front left. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, change your mind. Can we put it in one of the coral quivers? Coral quiver 1.
The coral quiver 1 openology, that's just a coincidence.
Oh, it's almost like you planned it. I'm just thinking if it is full of mud, then mud's confined to a coral quiver instead of a... Is there enough krill for you?
Are they bothering you, Michelle?
The krill are everywhere. They are the basis of the Antarctic food system, so it seems fair. I hate... I've been told I kind of do. Is this how I'm meant to hear people?
It's fine. You can hear me?
Yeah. It's extremely uncomfortable. I'm not doing it. No. called it.
There's nothing worse than having to hear yourself 1 second after you actually talk.
No, I just cannot do it. So if you have anything to say, you're gonna have to speak quite loudly.
Change the
That's
angle a
it.
little bit. Coming too flat, you're just going to dig into the seabed. I'm trying to avoid getting loads of sand in the joints, you know. Yeah. Right.
Jenny, how many push rods in this area? Just one?
One right here.
Okay.
6 in the, ideally 6 there, but one
So
here.
you don't want repeats? Like 300? Okay. I would ask Rachel, specifically for her.
Yeah, dig it. Well, try and just get it with the tip and see. Yeah, just twist it. So just bump it closed real slow. Just give it a couple of bumps there so you can get an idea where you need to adjust. And just keep bumping it in. Have to pull back a little bit so we get into the blade. Right, yeah.
I think we move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Away from
Yeah,
this.
no, absolutely. I think all legs we
One more bump.
put down again. That's the
And twist it a little bit. So you come up.
I think while we've committed to this, we do another push roll and then we.
Keep pulling it. You've got it.
Oh, lovely. And you got the base as well.
Yeah. Keep pulling it. I mean, I don't think you're going to get much glamour shots up in there.
We got a nice close up of the last one, so I wouldn't worry
Okay.
too much.
Oh, this one's
Sponge.
right, so torch out a little bit.
So this is event 1. I'm describing it as like a taller, rounded headed sponge. I can't imagine we're going to put many things in with it. It's a very tolerant octopus that we have. I think those silvery long creatures are fish. But I don't know. I am an invertebrate taxonomist. Some sort of quicksilver fish. And I think there's a fish on the left as well. Has anyone spotted that?
Yeah, it's like
Straight down with that.
Is it a rat tail? It's quite a large body.
Shoulder.
I'm not sure it is.
A little bit outboard. Up nice and slow, just in a little bit more and a little bit outboard with your pitch. Still just above it. Oh. Yeah. Watch because you're on the edge, so just bump it open, touch. And then just give your wrist a little wiggle, turn your jaw so you can see. First, then I take it out without being able to see in your jaws.
Well, the South Sandwich Islands are one of probably the most remote places on Earth. It took us 8 days to get here. And they're unusual, not just because they never sample very often or very rarely. It's the meeting of the Antarctic water mass and the South Atlantic water mass, and it crosses over at this site actually, so at Montagu. So we're collecting here because we have the opportunity to collect here and then further south into Antarctic waters. And we'd like to see what diversity changes there are and collect specific animals that are rare or that are unseen for species identification. So Ocean Census is the largest initiative to discover marine life, and we would like to find as many animals as we can for future taxonomy workshops in the months and years to come. So we have ones planned in Chile and Argentina and many globally. So this is an opportunity to kind of collect animals for that. So yeah, and I mean the geological reason for being here is that there was a huge earthquake, actually not far from where we are right now, a few years ago, and Dr. Jenny Gales and her team have multi-beam mapping from before that earthquake, and the idea is that we map to see if anything's changed since, and that's really important for understanding tsunamis and, you know, the impacts of those large movements of Earth. So yeah, it's an interesting place to head to. Bit scary how remote we are, but
So have you ever been here before?
I've been to the South Orkneys, but I've never been here before, no. No.
Me neither.
Some pretty crazy landscapes right next to us. This is the closest to land I think we've been on a ROV dive. It's, yeah. I'd be curious to know what this fish is to the left. Loath to focus on a vertebrate, but hey ho.
Re-index, freeze it. Start it, push-up joint out.
Is there anything else that anyone can see around that they think we should sample? We're not picking up the octopus, don't be tempted. No. What are these structures in the sand? Oh, we have a flyby squid. Don't go into the light. No. So there looks to be a coral on the bottom right of this screen here. Could we just focus in on what that is, please? Because while we're settled and have made the flocculent cloud, we might as well maximise from it.
We're unsettled now, Ben.
Oh, are we?
But, yeah.
Oh. I was not aware. Could we collect that one as well, please? Just trying to maximise picking things up while we're down. That looks like one of my favourite things.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Primnoids. But I can't tell. Actually, no, it might be a bamboo coral. Keratostid, I can't tell. It is one of my favourite things. It's the Thurella. And you can see the big fat worm that's living right down the middle of it.
Nice. Alright, so where do you think
Just a
you're
little
gonna put
friend.
this?
Well, let's have a think. I don't really want to disturb
Okay, close to it.
the sponge or tunica, whatever that was. So coral quiver 2, please.
Okay, cool. So I'll work out again.
Is there anything else we should make this decision before we... What is this eye? What is this brown eye of Sauron looking at us? There. I wonder if we can pick it up. Yeah.
I love to open it up. You don't need to come out with a torch, especially if it's like front row.
But you want? Do you want undisturbed place for the push?
Sorry, undisturbed, ideally. Yeah, somewhere that's, over it.
Two. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a primnoid. It's a Thurella. Yeah. Thouarella. Thank you. Well, there's definitely something fun living in that thing next to it as well.
So we done with
That thing coming to?
Well, most.
Attached to it? So, we give it a little wiggle. See if it's attached.
If it is, we don't mind getting the whole thing. Obviously, for species discovery, we don't mind getting more animals than less.
That we're going for, whatever goes with it, goes with it.
Yeah. I wonder what these are. What is that?
Question about that. Is this the same event as the sponge? Or just different?
No, it's different event, different location.
I'll bring
Different.
that whole thing in.
Yes, please. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm sure there's lots of weird and wonderful things in it, so that's awesome. And while we're here, I would be curious to know what that brown eye of Sauron is in the background. So we can put it into the same place, because it's already kind of muddy.
I just gotta get that out of the way. Fine, just keep coming down at that. Move to your fork, touch. Yeah. Azimuth inboard a little bit and I'll get you close. If you turn your jaws towards us a little bit, I'll help you. And just bump open a little bump. A little bump. A little big bump.
Yeah.
You can perfect your bumping technique.
Beautifully
Just a
done.
little quick
So I'm like,
tap.
Okay.
Just a quick tap on the button you just tap it real light until you see it react.
Okay.
We use that a lot.
I think we might put something else in there actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
Look at this.
Yeah, can we have a little look at the brown eye of Sauron? What is that? Is that a rock?
Yeah.
Okay. Rock. Please, can we put the rock into rock box 2?
How big is that? Can you see the lasers?
Can we put the lasers on just to see how big it is before we pick up part of this seamount?
It's tight.
I have a feeling it's really tiny.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
That's 2 millimeters.
that's
Too big, too small? No, that looks okay.
Are we closing this quiver or
Yes, could we close? Actually, can we just have a little look round before we get ahead of ourselves? What's it? Yeah, we're not collecting the octopus. Don't be tempted. But just to south of the octopus is, what is this here? Are there things living on the octopus? Oh, they're so difficult to collect. I'm tempted, but no, they swim off.
you can get it.
Pardon?
You can get it.
Really? How would you? How do you normally collect crinoids?
Yeah.
What's that?
How do you normally collect crinoids?
There's a couple of techniques.
What's your favourite out of 3?
The slap and tickle. No, I think we could get it.
What, with the suction or with?
Yeah, we could get it in the suction actually.
Because they kind of fall apart with stress. I'm not sure. So then that suction would be.
Yeah. mean, do you want me to just try and pick it up, or do you want me to try and search it?
Try and pick it up if you, I'm used to them swimming. Maybe this is a totally chilled crinoid.
You do the zooms and stuff on the Europe controller.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can keep Taylor right with that. You give me a little bit of zoom.
So I'm gonna clockwise. She's a natural.
Too much, or is that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
Is it all there, do you know?
I'm not sure that it is. No.
I thought it was a way to fly away on this.
Yeah, I think we leave that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's impressive that it held on like that, to be honest, but they're quite.
I was getting ready for it to try and escape. You want to just leave it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, yeah. They've seemed pretty common, and I think we'll have to have a think about how to collect them actually, because I'm not sure what's the best. So yeah, if we could close that coral quiver 2, please, and pick up the rock and put it into the rock box, and that'll be event 3. And then if it's possible to do a push core in an undisturbed section of this area. And then we probably should move on.
Yeah.
Might get this quick.
When the time comes.
Fast birthday.
Have you changed your mind about the rock? Okay. So in that case, push core, please. Sorry, no rocks. I retract the rock
We'll just
statement.
put the lid on the
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
this secure idea.
It's 200 meters off. I'll have to check the thing.
Might be able to get those crinoids in a bush core. Pretty small.
Undisturbed push core.
Yeah, another time. I mean, not this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sat at the top of it. Might just be easier.
True.
Yep, do that.
Sure, we'll see more. I can't hear you. You're like the sinister whispering at my right ear. I know you're something about a fish. Macrolide, yeah. It looks really familiar. I think we catch them in the. Oh no, I don't.
I mean, it's not that.
As far as like your arms, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I can check it out. I know in my head. I know which ones they are. They come up in fisheries. macro corridor.
Not like.
Still got that kind of large rounded chest. Yeah.
Yeah, we on the other side. It's not.
See that push from there. Yeah.
You bet.
We'll go with that. We'll be fine. Push for now. That's over here. Right. So you need to try and grab this that kind of an angle, like 45-degree angle from the front. Yeah. Maybe I'll show you this first one, because it's hard to show you what I mean with you actually doing it first off, and then you can do the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can be my camera again.
Hand over for it.
Yeah. You try and get it like in the middle of the jaws, going down at like a kind of 45-degree angle, and you just need it. You need to move all the joints at once. So you're trying to keep this bit straight. I'm twisting my wrist and changing my jaws. Like every joint kind of. But when you take it out like that, you know that it'll go back in the same sort of fashion. So then we get it up. Is there any place in particular? you want
An
to-
undisturbed place, so somewhere that's just out of where we've landed. So maybe in the foreground there. Thank you.
Here.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Right, so you want to zoom right in at the bottom, the push core. Not too far in, but it was a good job. Right, so we'll get it to here. And we just go in nice and slow. You don't need to zoom in any more than that.
No,
You're fine. Just go nice and slow. You need to try to keep it straight up and down. Just go nice and slow with it. And keep it as vertical as possible. And get near the bottom here. And then just give it a little wiggle. Bring it up like a circular kind of motion. Sometimes we'll leave them in for a little bit to kind of cook, but pull it out nice and slow, nice and steady, and if it holds. Sometimes it actually pushes the ROV up a little bit, so you kind of saw it there because I went so slow. You really affect it. You usually I would be thrusting down a little bit. You'd speak with the pilot and go, right, okay, I'm pushing down, and the pilot would just come a little bit with thrust. But ROV. So you can zoom out now. Zoom right at the bottom. Get it started. Get up and level there. Once you've got it started a little bit, a couple of little bumps. And then look up at the top a little bit. Up a little bit behind. Good tip whenever you're pushing into something like that is just index when you're at the bottom so you're frozen, because then you take off any extra tension that you don't realise you're doing.
Yeah.
So when you pull it off, you don't like jerk it or like snatch it in, and that's good for like anything you do. If you're pushing down on anything or like you've got something on, always just index it at the bottom, and that'll take off any hidden force that you don't mean to be on it. Just one push core, we're happy, yeah?
Yeah, that was beautifully done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right.
So I think we're going to bring the basket in and move forwards.
If the there's a good bit of current here, so if it's cleared, can we literally just do 2 locked off shots for about a minute and a half each? One, let's have a look in a second. What's the trace?
Yeah, please feel free to direct as you see fit.
Right, you lot.
Yeah, good luck with that.
If we just tilt up with the camera slowly, just lose that scar on the frame, just there, yeah, if you just give me a minute and a half of that. It's like my new screen slate, my new screensaver.
Yeah.
We'll do one just with this lighting, and then I'll just do another once we've got a minute of that.
There is so much krill.
Well, they're drawn in. Trouble is they're drawn in by the lights.
Yeah. It's gonna be a krill fill dive. Not many clean shots.
Screensaver will be available as all good efforts.
I think I'd have it. I'd watch the screensaver.
You never always ask an older
Of course.
Maybe a little bit tilted so we can see.
And then if we can do another one, if we just tilt up a bit further still, so we've got less We've done that one. Just tilt up. Yeah.
Do you have the lasers on?
Oh yeah. Seabed.
You think you can redo that one if you need?
Yeah, that's right. And that's great for tilt. Thank
Over
you.
there?
Yeah, yeah. Let's just do the lasers are off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want us to, because we're looking up, we can kill.
Yeah, can you kill that top left one? Catalyze.
Because we're kind of looking all the way up there. That's where the lowers on.
Do they go in pairs or do they go in
I could
singles?
put this one on.
If we can just. Ooh, no.
That's the
What are
one.
you thinking?
Yeah. You know what you want when you see it.
That was, if it's possible, just have that right hand one, as it was before, but just
They're all,
the right.
they're all paired up.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Vertically rather than do that.
Yeah.
That's on as well.
So like tone it down.
Yeah, just take it down a notch. It's engraved.
Next one.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that, but that's only for the
Just the cats.
Let's leave it like that. Let me give you a minute. Give it a minute of that. Yeah, it's quite clarifying. Do you get a redux on the cover?
Yeah.
Some beautiful silverfish. You can see the bioluminescence along the bottom of their bellies. Photo.
Yeah, this is the problem we had before. As soon as you sit anywhere for a while with the lights on, stuff just accumulates. Super incredible.
So shiny.
When krill swim, do they have an up and a down? They just seem to go all over the place.
They live in a 3D world. They seem perfectly happy either way.
That's plenty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carry on. Thank you.
We all okay?
You didn't say if you wanted that first shot without the laser.
Just during the movements, you probably want to see them. At least just use it as a background.
Or do you like your camera?
Straight out, it's fine. It's good. Yeah.
Okay. Off we go. Let's see what's up this sedimenty hill.
Cats back up.
Hmm? What's that?
Cats back up.
Yeah, I think so. Nick not the one just now anyway.
No. Could we have the lasers on, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ooh, siphonophore. Yeah, there's going to be a number of these crinoids. It will be okay, but we should.
Something coming up here. Fish.
Where, sorry? Oh, yeah, there's.
Tell me what a ship
I think the macurids.
You're fine.
Oh, no.
Because we're still pretty close.
It's got an interesting fin. With a little picnic gonid in the background there. Oh, there's an umbellula on the left. This is the sea pen, the octocorals. I think we're going to move a little bit more before we, maybe the next one that we collect. What's in the foreground here? Interestingly,
Yeah, good stuff.
stuff and things.
Be like a sponge forest.
I think they look like anemones. Can we have a little zoom in onto the white thing? Oh, I think that's one that we collected, I believe. Seems quite common. So this looks like a drop stone. So this happens quite a lot in Antarctica. Is there a fish just living at the bottom of that drop stone? Hello. So this happens quite a lot in Antarctica. You have drop stones that are on the bottom of glaciers, and they're like rubbed sections of the earth, and it embeds in the bottom of the ice shelf. And then when the ice shelf breaks off into icebergs and starts melting, they drop off the bottom. And you can actually see some algae that's been embedded here as well from the shallows. Yeah, that's okay. We can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get some earth under our beams.
Start moving them just to the edge of the circle. But if we keep moving, just keep moving them until it gets there.
Oh, and you see that little polychaete there? Well, little. It's about the size of your hand. Very shiny. Been calling them sea mice. When they won, they have very.
This is control.
Oh, he's very well hidden. All the hairs on him. The polychaetes. Yeah.
Happy?
Yep, very happy.
Branch.
We will see many of those.
Just got an updated waypoint. Thank you.
I've just seen my sister on the live chat. That's spooky. Hi, Claire. Another polychaete. This one with all of its chaetes in the air. Some of the anemones. That was in the Leucopus far right then. Where's the sonar on here? Is this it?
Mm-hmm.
That?
Yeah.
Okay. Just keeping my eyes out for drop stones. What's going on? Is it possible to get the ROV on here as well?
Pass. GoPro. Yes.
Or is that what you're working on? Getting the ROV on there?
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. So a brittle star making an escape for it. A sea star floating along on its tube feet. I think we're going to keep going a little bit longer before we do any collections, though. We just need to be moving up the hill. Again, another one of the worms retracting to the hole there.
Move them a little bit further now as well.
Just keep going to like the edge.
Yeah, just keep moving. But if you move it, you don't necessarily have to tell it every time. You know, so you keep an eye on it.
Okay.
If he was to stop, you would see the tell him again. You know what I mean? If you
If there was
move
like
it,
a little bit bigger.
yeah, if you move it before he gets there,
Okay.
you can kind of keep up with this. That works again.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the name is for them. The name's the flat-headed. I know, right? Very annoying. Oh, is that an urchin pretending to be algae? Doesn't want to be an urchin anymore. Some beautiful headwear. Some tunicates on it as well. And a crinoid to the left. My neighbour Heidi's there as well. Hi!
Yeah, you're all right because I'm 100 meters away almost, so we fine just now.
Another polychaete coming up. Very fancy. Should we pause and try if there's enough time, or is that below us now?
No, it's fine.
Thank you. Because I am curious to what those orange things are, so we might as well collect, if we can, one of these polychaetes. We may just watch it run in a comedy fashion.
Yeah, we'll probably have to suction sample it.
Yep, no problem. So, given the amount of sediment, should we try for one of the larger mesh sizes?
Yeah. It might try and escape on us. Maybe it's got a bite.
They're sneaky. What is this creature in the foreground as well? Could we just have a little zoom in on this?
Yeah, do you want to do the camera and I'll set up?
I'm trying to work out if it's a pycnogonid with eggs that it's carrying.
Oh, this little guy over here?
Yeah,
Are
front
you
left,
good, bud?
front left, right there.
You go for that. I don't know just now.
Because if we could suck these three beasties up, it is. It's a little pycnogonid with egg sacs. How cool is that? They actually look like egg sacs. The last one that we saw, oh, and there's even more in the background. You see the two baby ones and a little gastropod. So if we could do some collections here, that would be marvellous. Thank you. Aren't they cute? The flathead? No, I don't. They're the ones that got the T head. They might be play helmets.
So this is going into 8.
8. Wonderful, thank you.
Are you going to collect him?
Yeah, do you want him?
He's amazing,
The
but
large-
could we just get a couple of shots of him on the sea floor before we scoop him up?
Of course, he's heading towards us. He's making it quite difficult.
Okay.
Because he's at the angle where he is. He's
Okay.
towards the basket. So,
Because he's carrying eggs.
yeah?
Do you see the big squid
Pardon?
to the right there? Which one?
No.
The shadow.
Is it possible to just focus in on the pycnogonid to see before it disappears?
This.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I think the pycnogonid's he's right by the basket.
Oh, sorry.
And I think he's heading towards us. We just want
He was down and to the left.
to...
I think a fish came
There he
out.
is.
This guy, you want to
Yeah,
get him
so would
first?
you want to direct how you
Well,
like this?
in a dream world, we'd get the light out and back off so that we can actually. But I mean, I'm talking like 10-15 minutes, Michelle, to get a really good shot.
But it's up to you, right?
Let me,
Okay.
Well, we-
let me get Kevin. Oh look.
Where you want to get this polychaete first because
It's up to you.
if we move to get a better shot of this guy, we're going to kick up the
Yeah.
seabed probably.
Are you collecting that anyway?
I mean, the polychaetes, they come and
Yeah.
go, right? We've seen like 5 of them. So we
Okay.
can always get another one.
Okay.
But that, I can tell that that's unusual.
Yeah.
So if we move off now, though, it's going to take a long time for that
The
sediment to
silt. Yeah.
I mean, it might not, but I mean, there's no stopping us sucking up this polychaete just now if you want. And then
while you're
Sure,
there.
sure. Yeah, while you're there,
The
yeah.
current is it's moving quite fast, I'm hoping so
Yeah.
will drift off to the right.
If we can just all mentally think about that pycnogonid moving away from the basket, as it seems to be, that's wonderful. Let's manifest it. Just walking away.
I know, we're just going
Oh, bye. We'll see you later. And I'm not sure what this orange thing is, but while it's there, it seems remiss to not try it.
It's a jelly top.
Is it? What is that? Oh, it's digging.
Oh.
I think it might be is it an anemone?
Maybe. Is it bigger than it tastes?
Is it bigger than the suction? That's the only concern.
It's up with one and it's going to shape.
Oh.
Did we get it?
No, it's quite large actually. Is that all? We don't want to get in stock. It's in there.
Yeah, it's not there.
So those went into. Is that event 4?
Yes.
So event 4,
jar.
we had a large polychaete. What are they called?
The scale worm. Holy
Is
noise.
this the guy you were?
Yeah, this is the guy. So it's the males that carry the eggs. Isn't it a fair world?
Yeah.
Is it, now you say, are you happy with this, or would you like to move?
Well, generally we want to get the T-handle light out and get it on him.
Okay.
We reverse up 2 or 3 meters.
You please direct.
I'm just, yeah.
Can we switch the lasers off, please?
I'll put this thing away. Because you're wanting the side light out and
Yes,
stuff.
please. Yeah.
Yes, please. And the lasers off, please.
Turn the lasers off so you know we're doing this. You just an eye out there.
It's making a run for it.
They're smarter than you give them credit for.
This is quite amazing because I had read that the Antarctic pycnogonids do not carry their eggs.
That would appear to be
That would appear to be incorrect.
Yeah, yeah, it's the males that carry the eggs. I'm just having looking it up. It's called oviges. Pycnogonids being related to arthropods. Pretty cool. But you saw how many fine ones, small ones that were in the background. So yeah, there's more out there than what we're definitely seeing. Yesterday we got some really fine ones as well, tiny little ones.
Yeah. Collected. Yeah. What do you think is the biggest one you've seen?
Southwest Indian Ocean, it was about a foot long. I think it was a foot wide. It was very, very large. Right, it was a Colossodensis, that one. Yeah. And that was the one day that the chef on the ship, we'd encouraged him to come and see the animals. And it was the one day he came into the cold room and we picked up this enormous pycnogonid, and I've never seen a man like run so quick. He was out there. Sounds like he's mortally scared of spiders. Just all these beautiful animals we had walked about it.
So we got an eye on him, I guess that happens.
He's disappeared under the
under your armpit though.
Right here.
His telescope was
Yeah, watch that.
So we're just gonna lift off and move backwards
Yeah.
in the hope we can catch. Look at the. There it is.
yeah.
So how far back would you like to go?
2-3 meters.
Okay.
So we're not looking directly down so much.
Yeah, because they've got some good zoom on here, haven't they?
Yeah.
And then
It's
we'll
really just so
collect.
we can get 2 or 3 different shot sizes of him on How can you sex a?
Pardon?
How do you sex a spider crab?
A pycnogonid?
Yeah, picking.
Oh, a pycnogonid is well, I think only the males carry the eggs.
Is that the only way you can
I-
sex it then? Just
Do you know? I have no idea. I don't know.
I thought you were starting a joke there.
I know. Yeah, this is gonna go dark.
What's the
dark.
punchline?
We're not on the oil fields now.
Waiting for the punchline.
No sinister punchlines here.
Right.
Ooh, spooky.
I just want to
And then
play
if-
with that lights in a little bit.
Yes, if you can get, if it will go a
But
bit
I'll
further
use
out.
some lights so you can see what you're doing first. So you just position the arms in to try and match it. So your forearm needs to be down a little bit more. Turn this off so you can get an idea first.
So this looks. Maybe get this out of shot.
Yeah, I think we can.
Yeah, you get-
play clear tighter than that.
Yeah,
So you can really see it.
Yeah, like that. Pull that in. Right, so you're going down more.
Pull it like inward.
My neighbour's writing in saying that it's great because she can listen to me all day on the internet.
So it's looking slightly more back towards the
Heidi, Heidi, Heidi.
If you come out with that a little bit so you get more. Yeah. And then you're going to get the layer a little bit more pointed back.
But then we can just pan the light off so it's not hitting the lens, it's hitting the crown, not the lens.
So freeze it there and we'll turn it on. See.
And then it might be a case of tilting the light up slightly to feather it off the foreground.
Where did it go? See it? Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
You don't see these two big balls now.
Oh yeah.
Too tempting, guys. It's too tempting.
You might need to pan the light away from the subs.
So just do it with your wrist.
Some tunicates in the foreground. And that brittle star that's hidden is going to get a bit of a shot. Something's living inside there. So something inside there just did a shoot of air, and that's why he started heading that way.
Let's try something like that.
Freeze it and lock it. You locked? Yeah. Do you want me to follow him or do you want me to just leave him?
It's very well. If you
Want me to
can,
zoom
let's see
in
how
more?
good you are. I know how difficult it is with this pan and tilt. If you put him on the left frame and then let him walk
And then let him
across.
walk across, yeah.
That's it. Something like that. That's a manual thing.
Yeah, the focus is a bit.
I'm loving this backseat driving. It's so much easier than actually doing it.
How do you feel with that? Is that in focus?
Well, we've got a whole load of judges in the room.
I feel like, I'm almost being scared by krill. I feel like it's just out of focus a little bit.
Just forward a bit. That's it.
Perfect. That looks crisp. He's contemplating his life choices.
And is it, are you slightly heavier on the sub today?
We are a little bit heavier, but still light.
Because of the, so basically because of the current, because I was going to say if there's any way of backing off those thrusters and
Oh,
Want to follow it or no?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still.
I think it's got something on one of its legs as well. It's got like, I can't tell if it's a bivalve or something growing on it.
Oh yeah, the little
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
little ball.
Oh no, it's come off. I think maybe it's an amphipod.
Just come back, angle it back towards the sun slightly, and then hit the brighter parts, top left of the spider.
Just try and move your wrist only.
He's
You
cool.
come down maybe a bit with your arms. Your arms quite high there.
I think it's because of the light, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please and lock.
He's going to do a lead leg.
He's picked up to a more impressive speed than we gave him credit for. Slightly out of.
Sometimes you put water on and off, it gives you the first.
He's off. There's a lovely tunic up there, I think. That greeny one. Oh, beautiful.
Everybody thinks wildlife filmmaking is easy.
Do they? I don't think it's easy.
Animals or children.
No, that's it, or subpilots.
Oh.
You happy with that? For now.
What was that orange thing, by the way?
How's the lighting? What was all this thing?
I think it was in an enemy.
It was massive.
Really?
Oh,
You
I
might
think
be
it's
right.
in the jar. It is in the jar now.
I want to see it.
Can we see spider over there?
Yeah, I saw.
Did you want to look at this column?
The sea spider's bottom
It's
left.
very, some things like that was very useful with
Might
the
want,
frame,
index. Yeah.
Uh,
But it was the first one we filled up. So I don't know if it's tomorrow. Oh, he's right on the. He's right.
He's right on the edge of vision here.
Yesterday was really.
How
Do we need to stay with him or?
do you want a rock move?
How much do you need always to be able to get into it?
About to get to the video.
I mean, it's hard to say, apart from just having one, I'm not quite sure we've managed to get like a good 5-10 second.
Yeah. Well, should we move again then?
If we can.
Because like we've only been doing it about 8 minutes.
Okay,
something like that.
yeah, if we can just give it another go. Oh, he's gorgeous.
Yeah. You used to fly by earlier. It's lovely. So could we do a little rod move to kind of get the sea spider, which has just disappeared, bottom left, into frame? Is that happy?
Yeah. If we can just try and get one decent shot of him in situ, and then we'll scoop.
We'll collect it.
into the tent.
Let's have a think about where we should put him to keep him clean. Where do you reckon we put the sea spider if we want him whole and happy?
Studio lighting.
Suction. Gentle suction. Yeah.
Yeah, general section is small enough.
He is
It's
small,
enough,
yeah.
If you try to get him any other way, you're gonna damage the legs.
Yeah, that's my concern. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ideally without.
That's all right. I think if we move,
I'm gonna come back so that those are.
Yeah.
carnival level.
yeah, move a few meters back and then give him space, right?
Yeah, how's that?
Sorry, sorry.
How's that?
Yeah, that was good. Thank you. Hopefully the current's back.
So an autofocus or?
Nope.
Manual.
There you go.
I like the way he's bouncing. There's a very pretty bryozoan in the foreground.
How's the framing at? Do you need it?
It depends which way he goes. If he's going to come 3/4 right, then you might be afraid.
He's doing a different thing now, isn't he?
Right a bit, maybe more from the frame.
I wonder why.
I'll come right.
Your guess is as good as mine. Right, and then tilt down a tiny bit, and hopefully you'll walk into that space.
Or be pushed in by a krill.
Are they trying to get its eggs?
I don't know. I think it's just the light.
They wouldn't be. They wouldn't be doing that tonight.
No, I think
would
it's
they?
just the light.
Up below, are you okay?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I've never-
It's facing this way, isn't it?
I don't know if they just do this
It's
one or
facing
not.
diagonally down.
With a button or
And
not.
it
It's hard
draws
to
it.
get.
It's like gambling, basically.
Yeah, it's out of. Jeez.
Something's staring at all up upstream, isn't it? Sometimes what I do is get autofocus. And then yeah, I use the forwards and just moving it. That's the that's it.
What's going
I
on?
know, I remember doing this before.
Are
I
you-
think these controls are better.
Okay.
Than the
Go for it.
remote.
Keep going.
Well, that's it. We're not, no.
There it
Go
is.
back. So this backwards. We need to change that. I can move again if we need to.
Huh?
Let's to the right.
Go.
Let's to the right.
He's like way off to the right. Do you want to hit?
Yes, please. What do you call those rods that come out?
Rails.
Rails.
looks like the structural visa.
Alright, oh, maybe I can do it.
Back in, I just will have to come up a little bit back.
Good shot.
Good morning. Oh, is it possible to get the map of where we are and the diagram?
reprojection right now, so it's,
I want to come up and
when it freezes, that's how you know it's doing its job.
Okay.
It's like that tingly shampoo.
figure that out. But
I don't see the causal link, but yeah, okay.
It's no, I just have to do a reprojection.
Thank you.
So it'll come in.
real
Cheers, me days.
It's not, it's too long.
Oh, there you go. Alright.
There's some chunky little bad boy krill.
That's it, wrong one.
If you have more light.
Yeah, I just turned the lids on. We're really helpful. I can turn that off and see if that helps you right away as well.
Oh shit.
Is that better or worse? I did that.
Oh, you turned it off?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it-
So I said I can turn that off to see if it's easier for you to see over there. They're used to me by now.
Okay.
You happy? Alright.
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay.
So we have to play and find the picno now. It's quite a quick.
That's right in front of the arm of the rail right now.
Is
I see
it?
its eggs glowing.
Yeah. See there are two little dots just in front of
Oh my oh bless. It's quite amusing that we're following by his glowing ball.
Okay.
Would be easier if I
Right?
back a little bit, or you
This
okay
is
where it is?
ridiculous.
The rail.
No, it's only moving.
I'm gonna gently start to
Go for it.
Don't you go anywhere, Mr. Picno. Because and it's chamber 7.
yes, it's
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
There we go.
Nice and gently, just full all legs, Mr. Picno.
He's in.
Did he?
Okay.
Some go in. Yeah, he's right there in the beginning of the point. It's a little harder.
So is that vent?
I think he he's in.
I think he. Did anyone spot him going into the? Have we got camera?
He
on?
went really fast.
in.
Yeah, I think he's all. I think he's all.
He just went in. Just
Yeah,
now.
you can see the glowing.
Yeah, he just went in. Alright.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Yep.
Still had all his legs
Okay,
on as well.
brilliant. And that was event 5, was it? 5. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Alright, he's all by himself in 7.
And as he will remain. Can we please do a push core here? And it's going to be a push core for. Yeah.
Alright, come on the
So push core 2 is the next one that we have
Alright.
spare.
Yeah.
So this will be event 6.
Push one up. Not yet. Bring it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna hit, but
Gotcha. Is that
it
good?
shouldn't hit, but.
So I should go through what we have collected so far. Well, yeah, we went through up it last night after the time rain. So we've got like one of those taller sponges that got like a bubbly head.
Yeah,
and
that
coral
might be a
cover
tunica.
one. It might be tunica, but it's soft. So we've got other soft things, it's probably nothing heavy or hard. That's quite full.
They're irrelevant.
Do you have a
Yeah.
particular number you want?
He said 2.
2, please, that's the next one. We've done one push core. So that goes down. We have a big fat polychaete, one of the ones which is quite common around here. And a large orange anemone, which is very like similar to on this screen right now. and then a pick note. So, all to play for.
Okay.
Anything weird or wonderful. Broadly, when we get the map up, there's like a bottom section to this dive and a top section. And the bottom section will be doing
Right, is there a
collections and
specific
looking
place
for
you'd like?
slumps. Anywhere actually. Anywhere that's undisturbed and all this looks undisturbed. I mean, if it's over a crinoid, that'd be great, but I can't see any in shot right now.
There's another one of those anemones.
Yeah, but that was big. That had depths that we did not expect.
The brittle star there.
Yeah, I
Maybe one of
think
these shrimps?
if you can catch a krill in there, I will laugh and be very impressed.
Oops,
Look.
sorry.
Oh, so close. Oh, there's a pycnogonid actually just there.
Is there?
Yeah, right there. See, it's covered. It's getting a fine layer of sedimentation on it.
Right by the brittle star.
Yeah, just to the top right of the brittle star. Oh, I've just ruined the
Yeah.
pokey stick.
Oh, the little teeny thing.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah.
Serendipitous selection with pushcore. What depth are we at right now? 597?
All the way to the top, or?
Yeah, yeah. Perfect.
Alright,
Is that good? Or more?
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. So yeah, lower and then shallower.
Channels anymore?
If there's slumps, then we'll do some photogrammetry lower.
Yeah.
If there's walls, we'll do photogrammetry there. About 20 minutes in total, so probably 10 minutes each. Nothing else extraordinary. Lots of samples, some rocks.
Just, you know, made some notes on one that
Yeah, everything changed.
this morning.
Yeah. I mean, so, feel free to make notes for us if it's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just what waypoint. So they still want us push core. So we basically had a push core at waypoint 1 and then one at waypoint 2, just the top of that crest. Do they still want that? And they kept calling it crest. It looks like a
Too good for
plateau to me.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Jenny's here, so. Just talking about push cores. So one at the bottom, one at the top.
Yeah, the one on the crest I did next. Yeah.
Because it's written.
Yeah. And that's around waypoint 2.
Okay, everybody, are we happy to move on? Yeah? If we could stow and crack on, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much.
Alright, of course here.
Happy with the light? You happy with the light?
You mean if I pick it up again?
Or no, like is it secure? I didn't see where it went.
It's in the bucket, or the
And then
milk crate.
okay.
So
Alright, cool. I didn't see
it's
it.
gonna be what it is.
We're still good, Mr. Brown.
Oh, dear.
I don't see anything. Alright.
Wonderful. We're going about 20 meters. I'm hoping we get a map of where we are on here.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's actually really helpful to have it on my here too.
Yeah, well, we wanted it, but we couldn't get it projected. It's a crinoid on the right. Pardon? Yeah. Falkor's on it.
Dive plan.
We tried. So we're at waypoint 2 by the looks of it. According to that one.
What's up, we going to 3?
Pardon?
Waypoint 3?
Yeah, we're heading that way, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, the second one. Let's see, going, yeah.
We've been in about 2 hours. We should get an umbellula at one point, but we got one yesterday.
Yeah.
But this is a bit deeper. But
Yeah, these are different umbellulas
Mm.
than we got yesterday.
how can you tell?
The other one had like really pronounced like put up like the base, and it also had like a really weighty head,
Okay.
more substantial. And I think if we zoom on the back of it, we'll see different like patterns. I'm not an expert, but those are the features.
Well-
So I think it could be these are smaller, but I think it's a different. Plus, it was a different substrate.
Yeah, because we have Marisa on board, so
Yeah.
she is an umbellula expert. So next one we see, maybe we pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to move a little bit more. It's interesting, we saw algae. Is that a dead black coral?
It does kind of.
That looks like a dead black coral.
Oh, yeah.
Unusual. And another one. Do you remember the name of these worms that we keep coming across? Because it's driving me mad.
Acorn worm?
What are they called?
Acorn worm?
Acorn worms, is that what you call
Acorn.
them? See, I call those catenus acorn worms.
There's acorn worms and there's spoon worms, and I always forget which is which.
Ah, see, look, it's
One-
disappearing.
Yeah, one has a flatter head and one has a.
Yeah.
Acorn might be the flatter head one that does the spirals.
You okay, John?
I was going to say we've got the flight events there, so that's the position of the ROV. But is that okay? That color is a little hard in the eyes.
On the last dive, we had all the waypoints on there, and we could follow the waypoints so you get an idea of where you are in the dive.
Yeah, I'll drop those in.
That would be awesome. And zoom, if we could, yeah.
Zoom out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You guys are off the same waypoints here.
Could we settle to pick up this umbellula, please? It's just coming into the foreground. How big do you reckon that is? Oh, it's quite a beast. So we put it in the big bio box. Should we collect
better
a
idea.
little gift for Harissa? Do you think that this looks separate? It looks a different tone of colour.
Yeah, I think this is probably the same as the one we just saw. I think this one just has more polyps
Yeah.
in it. I believe it's different from yesterday.
Yeah, well, let's collect this one then, please. If we could get a nice close-up of it beforehand, just because it looks very different once we get to see it on the ship. Thank you.
What, do you want it from the base or?
Yes,
Okay.
from the base into, what do you reckon size-wise?
So presumably it's attached to something under the muck?
Not really. So that they have, they pump water into their base to act as an anchor. So when you pull it out, it'll actually, you know what I mean? There's no root
There's no root,
system
okay.
or anything like that.
Okay.
It has like an inflatable anchor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a meter? No.
10 centimetres, is that 10 centimetres?
We'll put our jaws with it,
It's-
and it's pretty big.
This
Yeah,
one's
that's like a
bit
meter
bigger
long.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, we don't want,
Yeah, not
It's
this
like
one. Either.
guys, we don't want that one.
I think that's going to fit in Barbara.
We have to
Yeah.
spaghetti it up. On
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's
We'll
con-
get some nice pictures.
Yeah, we can continue. We'll get good pictures of the next one. Don't worry,
Alright.
because this cloud's going to catch us up.
Yeah.
What's that thing off to the left?
Wow, the scale, I was like, did not know that was that big.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harissa, wherever you are sleeping. But yeah, we'll find you a more modest umbellula. There's a little anemone fest to the left.
when you move the waypoint?
Yeah.
Nice and other is nice to
Yeah,
start
just
from.
even south of, not that far. So just kind of move a little bit, like where we're going in case. I mean, you can't move all over there.
Oh, Rebecca Hooper's online too. Hi, Erin.
On the bridge, we have a waypoint bridge. Your waypoint.
Again, another urchin pretending to be algae. It's better. Oh, we're coming up to one of those fancy polychaetes again.
Oh, yeah.
Is that one of the ones we collected?
Yeah.
The bigger ones?
I'm trying to remember their Giska, I think it is, Gigantea. They can be 20 centimeters long. Last time we picked one up, they were the size of my hand. The big chunky boys. And they're very fancy. You have all those beautiful bushy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Are they sharp or do they like
they're
stick?
very, yeah, they're quite bristly. So they're bristle worms. So that's those bushy bits are where they get the name from.
Wow.
But literally the last time was like this.
That's amazing.
They're really big. But when they run, they shimmer. So
Yeah.
they look really fancy.
Is it just like what are the bristles made out of? Is it anything special or?
I wish Jessie was in here because she knows much more. But that's a good question. I don't know. Maybe chitin.
This is chitin.
I know the mouth parts are made out of really hard chitin. So I'm just trying to think of non-soft body parts that we know they already have.
Well, it's so interesting because they iridesce like gold color.
Yeah.
Or
Beautiful.
like metal.
And there's very little light down here normally.
Yeah.
So maybe
It's
the
probably not by design.
yeah the shine of bioluminescence. I don't know. So like, in the world, bioluminescence is probably the most common form of communication. So maybe they take advantage of that somehow. Can't imagine why though.
Yeah, and it says they are made of chitin.
Is it chitin?
That's what a quick Google search says.
That
It's
is-
Google, so,
I am proud of my good guess.
yeah. That would have been my instinct. to
Yeah.
Sometimes.
These flat-headed worms. I'm gonna spend some serious
I know,
time
that's what I've
looking
been
this up.
trying to look like, because they kind of look like they're whale tail heads.
Yeah, and I the annoying thing is that I Google this so regularly about what the name is. I just don't seem to remember.
I'm gonna step away from
Is that another enormous umbellula in the foreground?
It's probably pretty big.
Yeah, it looks too big from this distance.
This anemone?
No.
No, the umbellula, the long, tall, white one with the fancy brown tentacled head. You can see that some of these
Yeah.
brittle stars are arching like they're feeding.
What about this one?
It's pretty big.
Yeah,
Big.
yeah, it's still pretty big. We're going to try and pick up a more modest one.
It's not as big as the last one, but it's still pretty big.
I think it's a little bit smaller, but still. Yeah. A rare little gastropod there, bottom right. The sea star.
What's that off to the left? Those structures.
Trying to work out what these pink things are. I think those are burrowing anemones, but they've got the side pinnules, possibly like burrowing octocorals. Could we just settle here if we're kind of okay? My reasoning my reasoning is
On the bridge, can we come all stop, please?
it's very unusual to be able to select these pink things here. Do you think that these are burrowing octocorals because they've got the side pinnules on the tentacles? You know, like anemones are very singular pinnules, singular tentacles.
I see.
Because if we could push core one, because those are the types of things that don't come up in trawls very often.
Oh, I see.
I'll try this in just a second.
Are we doing push first?
Yes, please.
I'd like to do the four the reach across.
Maybe they are anemones. I don't know. Oh, blimey. Yeah, I should have given you more notice, sorry.
That wouldn't matter if this other one is on this side.
Oh, is it on the ROV?
Yeah, so it's-
I can see the world's clearing just a little bit. Yeah. So the creatures that were in the sediment there, I think it's probably worth trying to collect them using a push ball. And my reasoning is that when this area is trawled, I don't think that we'd get those things, you know? So this is an opportunity to collect stuff that's potentially not sampled. You reckon? You can see the things we're after in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Yeah. Maybe I just found you know how anemones normally are they have like they don't really have the side folding out pinnules
Oh,
there.
what do they want?
These look to have really
Oh, it's way up there.
extravagant tentacles.
That's not way up there.
Are they anemones or are they burrowing with something else?
Do they want it inside the push
Let's
door?
find out.
Oh,
Not move.
yeah.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
when I sat down, I didn't.
Yeah,
'Cause it's-
love a good mystery
it's
animal.
Too close in, like, it would be kind of
Guess the filer. We'll play that later.
I want you to do it. Unless you do it for an arm side.
Of course. And in the meantime, if there's anything that you see that we can collect in this area, because I saw a gastropod earlier, a rare little gastropod. So there is stuff around. Stuff and things, stuff and things.
Sorry, I can do it.
Let's have a little look.
Is that for
I can see crinoid in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Might be crinoid time. I wrote a little wish list.
Yeah, crinoids are, sometimes they,
Implode.
yes.
Yeah. We imploded one.
Self-destruct.
One of them chose to not science with us already.
Mm-hmm. We've learned that if you put them in the freezer, like freezer,
Mm.
and then preserve them, like we'll put them in the freezer and then photograph them, because when they come up, they're so
Civic.
like
Stressed.
they're stressed.
Quite
And then
rightly.
you touch them and they self-destruct. But if you freeze them, then they can't self-destruct.
Okay.
So you can try that.
Awesome.
Do you usually pull the camera back at this point?
I can't see like in the month. Torch out and then
Oh,
just try to get it clear. There's so much fun about RV.
I missed the meeting again then. I was like checking my phone, I was like, I put an alarm on and everything. So we're going to go for the
number 3?
push for 3, please. And any of the pink circular beasties emerging from the sediment would be awesome. I feel like we might play how quick can you dig game, but we shall see. There we go. So, could we zoom in just to see what the reaction's going to be? And also to get a better idea of what it is before we select it. Yeah, that is looking more anemone-like.
Do I need to move this out of the way?
That's, no, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
So not looking for you.
Let's see.
That?
Machine versus beast time. And there's another pycnogonid moving in from the right. They're so fine that we don't see them, but they must just be everywhere. Beautifully done. Oh, look at him dig, look at him dig.
Oh, he's doing that, okay.
Yeah, that's not you. He's going for it.
Is that good on depth?
That's beautiful, thank you very much.
Okay.
Can I just check this event 7?
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice we're in front of us.
Lovely. And this depth is 589 meters deep.
Come back. What's your flash camera? I'm gonna torch out.
And then,
Michelle, the flight investment has the waypoints live.
oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
Sorry, it took me a minute
How's
to
that?
someone else's project with a different projection.
So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Gives an idea
Just
where we
give
are
me
in
a gap
space.
between the-
A nice map.
There you go. Back towards us a little bit. Keep it up.
So did anyone have a chance to have a little look around? Is there anything else that we want? Crinoid?
Yeah, we can get the push cord. I mean, the anemone. Yeah, push cord.
Pardon?
Uh,
I said
we'll
push
do it 4
cord
right
on
away.
anemone. I mean,
Or-
crinoid.
All right.
So
Pardon?
push here?
I'm sorry.
Another push cord here?
Can we just need to have a little look around actually? I'm not sure what's within the push coreable distance of the basket, and it's quite misty. Oh, it's very flocculent. I can't tell if it's misty and out of focus or just out of focus. I've got a feeling it's misty. Yeah. I mean, should we move on or should we look around here? I know it takes time to settle, but it's quite misty. See? Yeah. Could we pack up the basket and move on, please? Thank you very much. So that's another unusual animal in the collection for later. Yeah, because I can see a crinoid just in the distance there, but it's too far away from push coring, so we might as well wait until we land near it, I suppose. Okay, so we're heading towards waypoint 3. Is the focus struggling just because so much stuff in the water?
Yeah, so I have an auto.
I
it
see.
tends to hunt for everything.
A difficult task today. Can we have the lasers on? Thank you. Yeah, we just scan around to the right just to see what this white stuff is. Just have a little zoom in, please. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to move on because of the sediment. This is the challenge. We have to see things quite far ahead.
We have to get the mud off of us, so there's not going to.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time we pour it out, it's just scraping the mud.
Yeah, let's move on. Is it possible to? Is that angled forward as well?
Which one is it?
Yeah,
Yeah. More.
Yeah, just to see what's coming. Because I think there's a hard something just to the left. Is that what that means on the sonar?
Yeah, look at sonars.
Yeah. Yes, please. There's so much fun stuff on dropstones.
There's something directly in front of us as well.
Oh, nice. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Actually, it's following us in the sonar, so it makes sense.
On the bridge, can you
Yeah, that might be a
remove
ghost.
the waypoints?
A ghost, awesome.
Well, not full kind. Like a sonar.
Oh, can we just have a little look at this pycnogonid, please?
Oh, what a chunk.
And we've got crinoid being freaked out by the pycnogonid. Beautiful. See the crinoids swimming away.
Like feeding. Do you think they like grab things?
Thank you. I'm presuming that if anyone wants it collected, that will rush in, but we can move on. Thank you. More algae from the shallows. All the things you find in the deep sea.
Bridge. Bridge, Ollie.
Hi, Ben. Are you on the bridge?
Hey, can we continue our move, please?
Yeah, I'm responding to you on the bridge. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I had that turned off. Thank you. Just keep it turned on for
They turned out just that one instead of ROV.
Okay.
And I turned it off because they were here and needing to in the hangar.
Oh.
And that's too loud.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the bottom of this cliff. Hopefully get some harder surfaces. My favourite thing is coral. Selfishly. Oh, we're going to have to pause here, please.
Oh, this is the big one.
Yeah, I can see a sea pig
Yeah, gotcha.
and an umbellula. The umbellula is probably too big, but the sea pig there is an umbellula in the background as well. Could we come around to the right, and can we zoom in on that sea pig? Because I have a feeling that
It's on the list.
that is on the list.
Do you want lasers off?
Lasers off, please.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you, but I was waiting for the pitter-patter of your feet. Would you like to?
Oh, we're gonna get smoked out in a second.
Right, this is quite comedy. So there's a sea peg, there's a pycnogonid, and an umbellula. So I think we're going to have to pause here. I presume.
Could we?
Would you like to move forward?
And should we?
And that pycnogonid's got eggs. Oh yeah.